What is going on, everybody? It is Monday night. It is House of the Dragon. I almost said Game of Thrones. A little bit past that. Speaking of being past that, what's going on there, Mr. JV?
Well, tonight's episode, we get a Westorosi wedding. I mean, what could possibly go wrong there? Everyone loves weddings.
Yeah, that's very true. Wow, I completely forgot it's this one. And with that being said, welcome back to Tyler the Redbeard.
What's up, guys?
It's for
Dragonhausen.
Yeah, let's do it. So let's shout out to everybody who's watching on all platforms except for my Twitch because nobody cares. RT says have a great show tonight. Appreciate it, man. They're currently live streaming. Jacob says, yo, Joker. And then CLS says, I need to sleep, so see ya. Game of Thrones season 8 greater than House of the Dragon. I'm starting to think he's just not joking. So it's good to see him.
Still wrong.
It's good to see him.
Yeah, exactly.
He is still wrong. With that being said, yeah, we got a wedding, and it's what could go wrong.
Wedding season.
That's right.
Tomorrow, Lady Rhea.
Cousin?
What's today's story?
So right now we're actually starting in the Vale.
Mm-hmm. And
this is
the first
Lady
glimpse of
Royce.
Yes, Daemon's wife. He has nothing to do with, right?
Wife.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
yes, it's his wife, and then I harken back to I harken back to what Daemon said in episode 1 when he said most men in the Vale prefer to fuck the sheeps because the sheep are prettier than the women, and I'm like, that is some damn good looking sheep because I would not throw her.
Yeah, now you want to see how the sheep look, right?
Crackers. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now you're
Yeah,
like,
about to
damn,
say
let's get them sheep out here now. All right.
She's
That's what
not,
I'm saying.
she's not that bad. I don't think I'd have to want to resort to bestiality.
No, she's not.
You know.
You have some company?
No.
I'd rather ride alone.
Good fortune to you.
She's just riding through, and she stumbles upon what looks to be a stranger.
Husband?
She already immediately knows, it's like, oh, this guy.
What brings you to the Vale? Or have you at last come to consummate our marriage?
They never even
Mine's
their marriage.
Doesn't it kind of make it null and void in Westerosi tradition?
I have no idea. I wouldn't know.
I think in most traditions, that's kind of.
Well, I think I think that is kind of some of the parameters too, compared to getting a marriage annulled in the U.S. and divorce. Is that if you never actually consummate the marriage, then you don't really have cohabitate and all that stuff. Like they'll just let you have an annulment instead of get divorced.
Yeah.
But so we find out that Daemon hasn't done his thing. And in the previous episode, we found out Daemon didn't do
The dragon
his thing.
never went in the cave.
Yeah.
Right.
Cast you aside in favor of a little girl. What will you do now? Will you strike the child down? Or
What's up,
Well,
buddy?
why do you think
Good
he's
to see you.
randomly showing up here?
The middle of nowhere.
Because Daemon has it's a little convenient, yes. Now,
What's up, Jake?
unfortunate accident, or did Daemon assist in that just a little bit?
Well, he was moving forward and reaching his hand out. She started reaching for something, so she's
Her bow.
She's reaching for her bow, And so Damon kind of lunged. She, of course, startled the horse, and then, of course, the horse lands on her. And
But
you,
Intentional. It was intentional.
but up to that point, but did Damon give the horse a little push? Because you can't quite see. Now, did Damon kind of assist the tilting and assist gravity?
I think he just kind of spooked the horse enough.
I think he just spooked the horse. But obviously,
it's easy to do, man. Those things are like on edge.
Well, horses are very
They're a
perceptive.
little high
Too.
strung.
Yeah, they're very perceptive. So if he came there with malice intent, the animal's going to feel that.
Pick up on that for sure.
Yeah. They say that a horse can actually feel like when the rider is nervous, or like if you're like fearful of riding the horse will actually lead you around instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's not doing well. She had a 1,500-pound animal
broke her back.
Yeah.
I noticed the horse had a long face at the beginning. I wonder why.
That's a great joke, Tyler. That's awesome.
I thought so.
And then, now, Daemon was gonna just leave her there to die. But no, she's got to poke the dragon.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, too, is that, dear sweet mother of God, like laying there with your back broken would be awful. Like, she does a really good job of like doing the whole whimpering thing, because you'd be in agony. Well,
yeah.
And I'm not talking about probably just a cracked vertebrae. It probably crushed vertebrae. They're powder.
Oh.
There's all kinds of internal bleeding going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her spine is dust.
I knew you couldn't finish.
Oh.
Craven.
Oh. You had to go there.
What is Craven?
You had to go there.
I've never heard that as an insult.
Like depraved.
Mm. So
I always heard it as a crappy Spider-Man villain.
You got jokes tonight, huh?
Hey. Craven's Last Hunt is a great story.
Really?
Yeah. It Yeah. So anyway, he picks up the rock, and they just let your imagination run wild with it. Yeah.
No, it would not be.
Feels like paralyzed, I think is what it's saying.
Yeah, if it severed her spinal cord, yeah. Yeah, but God, that sounds just awful.
Yeah, not a good time.
No, okay, so Viserys is on.
He's having a little. There's that Rhaenyra theme again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jacob goes from her getting her head bashed into a fish getting its ripped off. Pretty much. So just lovely all the way around. Back in.
I do not wish to see you go.
Aww.
The king's decision.
A decision I most bitterly regret.
And yet you made it possible. You chose Rhaenyra.
She swore her innocence, and I believed her.
You wanted to believe her, as did her father.
Your informant was wrong. An honest mistake, perhaps, but I did not foresee this.
Should have.
If you had not been so relentless in advancing Aegon as heir.
Listen to me, daughter. The king will die. It may be months or years, but he'll not live to be an old man. And if Rhaenyra succeeds him, war will follow. Do you understand? The realm will not accept her. And to secure her claim, she'll have to put your children to the sword. She'll have no choice.
Okay, so time out. Now, is this... My thought is this is what Otto and the Hightowers and the Maesters would be stoking if Rhaenyra is not named. If Rhaenyra continues to be named heir. That
Yes.
the Maesters and the Hightowers are going to be stoking this war to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's all part of the plan.
Yeah, and also at the same time, a little bit of foreshadowing there for you, there, pal. War comes anyway because of your meddling, so it's kind of your fault, bro.
You little schemer.
So
Schemer.
yeah, I would have. He really stepped in it and tracked it right into the house, thinking that he was going to just run to Viserys and be like, "Going, Rhaenyra's been boinked by Daemon." He had to have known that wasn't going to go well. That was such an over calculation for him, a miscalculation for him.
Yeah.
That,
You know it. You're no fool, and yet you choose not to see it.
And now he's on plan B because now he's driving that seed into her head.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Pray for her mercy.
And of course, then he hugs her after kind of treating her like dirt a little bit. Like,
Well, no, he is. This is what Otto is. His daughter. I mean, he loves Alicent, but she's a pawn.
Right.
And
Yep.
and so now that he's not there in an active role in King's Landing, he has to insert his will somehow. So he's putting all these ideas in her head to create doubt. So even if he's not there, he's still there.
mm-hmm. Weird. Why isn't my computer charging? That's strange. It's plugged in.
Did you
I'll
plug
look
it in?
It's always plugged in. But
Okay.
we'll get back to the conversation. I'm going to go off camera just real quick
Okay.
to the next conversation because now obviously
We're coming up on Drift. I believe we're coming up on Driftmark.
Yes.
He's in. There we go. So you been, Tyler?
Pretty good, bud. How are you?
Can't complain.
Cool.
Cannot complain.
Where is Lord Corlys? He should be here to receive the king.
Welcome to High Tide, Your Grace.
What is the meaning of this, Lady Lena? Is this how House Velaryon greets its king?
My father has
And we have a
just
new hand.
returned from his long journey,
Mm-hmm.
and he has hastened to the
Lionel
Wall of Nine
Strong.
to await Your Grace's
Yep.
arrival.
Yep.
Let's just get on with it.
That causes a little bit of an issue down the road.
An outsider among the natives.
Lord Laris.
Oh, now we get another one.
Rare bloom
Mm-hmm.
Indigenous to Bravos. Yeah, by all rights, it shouldn't be thriving here. Nature, such mystery.
The weather has been lovely.
Indeed. And yet it is a dark day for the realm. Your father was a good man.
As is yours, who took his place.
Yet still, the manner of your...
I to this day still have a hard time looking at that guy, knowing what we see later on, where his certain tastes.
He's got a fetish. It's fine.
he does very much so.
He's got a fetish.
I guess I don't remember that part.
Feel something
We'll get to
like
it.
an injustice.
What do
He
you
looks
know
like the
of
kind of guy that would have a
Gameland?
weird fetish.
When one is never invited to speak, one learns instead to observe.
Actually, they say that that's probably one of the that might be one of the most common fetishes. Is that one?
I'm the queen. I
Hmm?
have no shortage of allies.
Oh, it was like socks or something, wasn't it?
Rhaenyra, for
Feet.
example.
It's feet.
Okay, yeah,
Feet.
that is pretty common.
State your purpose, my lord.
JB's probably got several guys like that in his
I
basement.
did wonder if she could be relied upon. now that she's unwell.
See, he didn't deny it.
Unwell? I haven't heard anything.
Begging your pardon, Your Grace, I may be mistaken. It's just that on the very same night your father was dismissed, the Grand Maester delivered a tea to the princess's chambers.
Tea
Yes,
that the Grand Maester himself brought.
at the direction of the king, as I understand it. I do hope she's not unwell.
Rhaenyra sailed with the king to Driftmark yesterday at daybreak.
Oh, what good news. I must have been in error. Oh,
Jeez,
a
he's
relief.
getting manipulated at every turn,
What a
man.
weasel.
Yeah, I thought...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's just. Well, again, and again,
Must be something very serious.
do I put this past Otto doing this? No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
All it has to do is be the illusion too, because obviously we know she didn't need it, but the illusion is that she did.
Well, no. We don't
Oh,
know
that's
that
yeah, it's
because
true.
she
Okay, yeah,
and
that's true. That's right. She,
Nicole,
yeah,
she bonked.
yeah, she didn't get what she wanted, so she went for second place. Wow, talk about
Right.
keeping it in the family was choice number one. But yes, no. So it is quite possible. Do we know for sure? Did she actually drink that?
No. They didn't.
I'm sure we don't know for sure. I mean, she didn't. I mean, she didn't get. We did not see any results from Kristen Cole,
Mhm.
so you can assume.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too.
And if you're being told to by the king, you kind of have to do it.
It's true.
Again, because at this time she has already been told by her dad that she is betrothed to another house. She can't be pregnant going into a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Technically, she wasn't supposed to do what she did anyway, but she did. So
Rise, Lord Corlys. Be welcome.
May I offer you a chair?
Cousin.
Princess.
Are you well?
and so as she grabs his hands, she grabs the one that's losing fingers, and he winces, and you could see that he's already lost probably about, we'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of about half of his fingers have been.
At least
So,
two. At least
yeah,
two are gone.
At least two are gone, and the other ones are looking a little nubbish.
Well,
I
congratulate you, Lord Lionel. I can think of no man more suited to be the hand of the king.
That is very kind of you to say, Lord Collis. His Grace has honored me with the post.
Pity about Sir Otto.
Despite spending most of my days amidst the grandeur of the Red Keep, the halls of High Tide never failed to impress.
You flatter me, Your Grace. Though I do wish we could
That's what they do.
happier pretenses.
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Damon's wife, the Lady Rhea Royce, has passed.
Ooh, how convenient.
She was thrown from her horse. Her neck and skull both crushed in the fall.
A most surprising end. Lady Rhea's skill
Most
as both
surprising.
rider and hunter were well known.
The gods are cruel.
Indeed. Lady Rhea was a fine woman and a good wife to my brother.
Sad thing that Daemon had no heirs to succeed her. She stood to
That is
inherit
just. That is just.
Perhaps we can turn towards
Do you think?
happier pursuit.
Do you think at some point all
Have in mind.
they want to do is go? Oh, come on, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just drop the pretense here.
Right.
Yeah.
We
Call a
wish to
spade a
propose
spade.
marriage between your son, Selena, and my daughter and heir, the Princess Rhaenyra. It's long past time our houses were united in blood. The last pillars of old Valyria.
You honor both me and my house, Your Grace. There are certain details I would wish clarified before the princess.
Yeah, so-
accept this most.
Before he's like, "Oh, that sounds nice, but we got some conditions."
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, notary, come on over here. Let's write this down. Make sure to get everything in writing.
Yeah.
Will be handled.
Rhaenyra is my heir. Upon my death, my throne and my titles will pass to her. She and Selena's firstborn child, regardless of gender, will inherit the Iron Throne from her.
Okay.
Can I presume that, in keeping with Westorosi tradition, their children would take their father's name? That they would be born Valarians?
Surely, Lord Corlys. You are not proposing the Targaryen dynasty end with my daughter, simply because she is a woman.
I only seek clarity, Your Grace. Might I have a chair brought in for you?
I do not require a chair. Upon their birth, Selena and Rhaenyra's children shall take their father's name, Valari, in keeping with our traditions. However, at such time when their firstborn ascends the Iron Throne, he or she will do so bearing the name Targaryen.
Okay.
Dragons will rule the Seven Kingdoms for the next 100 years, just as they did the last.
So that's a fair compromise.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there's a fifth round? Oh, shit.
This is an equitable compromise.
There you go.
Good.
Yes. Which really only one child changes names upon ascension of the throne.
Yes.
Yeah.
In truth, if it had to be someone, I'm glad it's you. I know this union is not what you would choose.
I hold nothing against your cousin.
No, rather, dare I say it is a matter of taste.
Whatever do you
I
mean?
prefer roast duck to goose. I cannot say why.
Okay, this is really a bad analogy because they both like the same thing.
Mm-hmm. He's a homo.
They both. Yeah, thank you.
There's nothing wrong with it. Well, probably. Well,
I didn't say there was, but
yeah, back then though, not really either. Actually, I think it was probably. It was like, oh, boys will be boys or whatever. Tyler, what is your?
I mean, not if you're in the line of succession. You can't.
Oh yeah, no, that's a no go.
Right.
Yeah, that's a dead end road for the line of succession right there.
Yeah. As we. Yeah, it's just not his speed. He really, really likes them. He really likes the boys.
I know that whatever agreement being struck up there will not change your appetites, nor will it change mine.
And what do you propose?
That we perform our duty to our fathers and to the realm, and when it's done, each of us dines as we see fit.
But you both like the same thing. That's this analogy is so bad.
Yeah.
You both want the goose.
Viserys
Yes.
is taken to bed while his ship is readied.
Perhaps I overextended myself.
Okay.
Pushed him too close to the edge.
My cousin chose to sail into this tempest, husband. It's undignified of the king to...
Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, Grant?
Hey, Mr. Grant, how are you, sir? What's up, Jason, in the chat?
Hey, Jason, what's up, buddy? We're just talking about the fact that, well, you know that certain somebody has the same taste in things as Rhaenyra, but yet they're due to be wed.
Yeah, sometimes people don't want to eat fish.
They both like sauce. They both like sausage.
There you go.
Tyler, what is your perception of liking sausage?
Probably more of a bacon fan in the morning. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes. So I have a question for Mr. Grant.
Shoot.
Mr. Grant, sir. So we see Lara Strong hanging around the Red Keep, and he's putting even more doubt into Alicent's head after she just had a chat with her dad upon leaving that her and her father's putting very dire thoughts into her head. Is Laris acting on his own, or is he acting at the behest of Otto as well?
I don't think there's a strong connection between Lars and Otto. I think he's looking at things in his own way, because there's no way in the world that if Otto told him that he has to, say for instance, I don't know, hypothetically, get rid of other members of his family, that he would go along with it. That would have to be solely his decision.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe his ambition is much wider than his stride.
Gotcha. Well, and his stride is not very wide.
Real quick, Jason says Tyler knows the deal. Knows the deal. Shaved head and beard. That's how it needs to be. Nice.
True.
I'm getting compliments over there.
I'll take them.
You're not going to be bashful on this one.
No.
Yeah, and I shave my head by choice too. Don't look into it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's definitely not a lack of options.
Yeah, no. If I took after my biological father, I would be bald by now. So I would have been bald at probably about age of 21.
If I took after my biological father, I wouldn't be here.
Oof. Damn.
Yeah, he still had to come back from getting cigarettes, which was weird because he never smoked.
Huh. He'll find them. Sometimes it takes a while to find your brand.
Oh, good Lord. That's actually pretty funny. All right.
Drag himself here and beg for Laenor's hand.
Where is Laenor?
He and Rhaenyra are walking the coast.
Good. Do they seem familiar?
They grew up together. Familiarity is not at issue.
I'm sure Laenor was already taken with her. She's grown quite
one
calm
end of
these
her
last few
anyway.
years.
You know his true nature.
He's still young. he will outgrow it. There is no pleasure in the world like bedding a woman.
We are placing our son in danger.
The lords of the realm bent the knee to Rhaenyra and swore obeisance to her.
That was before there was a true-born prince named Aegon
Shut up,
Targaryen.
Rain, you idiot.
Rhaenyra's succession will be challenged.
Mm-hmm.
Knives will come out for her, her husband, and for their heirs.
Our house controls the realm's navy and half its dragons. Anyone fool enough to challenge Rhaenyra's claim will be crushed.
To what end, Corlys? Wealth, power, pride?
Justice. By all rights.
See, these conversations are very different in the books. The show. They're making it out as if it's Corlys that's always constantly pushing for her to be on the throne. She was never ever going to be on the throne. It was always going to be Rhaenyra. She was only going to go in as regent until he was of age.
Mm.
And it was more so her pushing for it, and he
Interesting.
he distanced himself after the whole thing.
You know, and he doesn't seem like a foolish man. Actually, quite the opposite. But I feel like he suffers a little bit from some of the same foolishness regarding their family as Viserys does, thinking that, well, just because I say so, well, dude, kind of once you're dead, it kind of falls apart because you're the only one holding it together until he dies. So,
This is true.
So yeah, it just for Corlys to be almost be this. Jason, season 2 comes out June, beginning of June, mid-June, somewhere in there.
Yeah. So we've got 5 weeks.
Yeah, so it gives us
5-6 weeks. Yeah,
it gives us enough
Yeah, 6
time to
weeks.
finish this run of season 1 of House of the Dragon, and we're going to be picking up season 2 like really fast. I think we might get like maybe a week break, and that's it. So, which it wasn't going to be like that. We thought we were leaning more towards like August, the end of August for it to come out, kind of like what they did with But anyway, they pushed it up. I don't know why. I wish they wouldn't have. I wish they would have kept it kind of in contention with the hell's it called? Rings of Power. Yeah, that thing that nobody cares about.
You haven't seen what I've seen.
No, I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm gonna watch season 2 also. I don't know why. So just to kind of
you hate yourself.
Yeah, a little bit.
You
Probably.
are the queen of the 7 kingdoms. You were robbed of the crown.
I never wore the crown because the realm would not have it.
And I would remedy that small-minded error by any means necessary.
I myself have put the business behind me, Corlys.
Still don't get why she got white hair.
I've always feared the day you'd have.
Does she not have white hair?
Targaryen.
No, she's a Baratheon.
But her last name is Targaryen.
She kind of, well, yeah. I don't know. The books are, well, that book, from what I've never read it, but from what I understand, it's a mess. Like, it's a legitimate mess, right?
No, there is a weird structure to it, but once you know what it is, like everything's in order, and it's told by 2 different narrators.
Maesters
and
a
Maesters
fool.
and a mushroom.
Mushroom.
Yeah. Which, again, they said that to fix that, the show is going to be considered what's canon, which is probably one reason.
That was only something that the showrunner said. So there's no actual official.
Right.
No, I
George
dude.
did
I've
that.
been looking for it. I've been looking for it all week.
George did too.
Anyway, well, we'll look into it. I'm sure there's going to be more stuff coming out because the show's coming out really fast. It's season 2.
Marry a woman?
June. Yep.
Now it comes. Your betrothed gives you leave, of her own free will, to continue partaking of. Was I the duck or the goose?
I've come to meet my fate, and you make a jape of it.
that Rhaenyra will be queen of the Seven Kingdoms and you will be her king consort. Think of the tournament, the feast, the battles at sea.
And you know how much you
Where
like
your
sea,
crown today,
man.
You're a fool.
This is getting really gay.
Patty, gee, I wonder why.
So they're sucking face. It's not really something. I like how Carlos is like. He's young. He'll grow out of it. Like really, he's been like.
No, you know, denial.
Yes. And here comes second place.
Second place in this situation wouldn't be that bad.
It's not that bad.
Sleep for you as well, doesn't
No. No.
I needed to see you, Princess.
Sometimes it's better not
Confess I
coming
have a
first.
similar desire.
Yep.
You have confided in me now and then. Over the years of our acquaintance, I feel. Forgive me. I know you a bit.
You know more than a bit.
I've heard you say so many times how you loathe the lot of your position. That you are to be married off at your father's whim with no thought given to the yearning of your own heart. And now the day comes.
Oh dear, somebody got caught in the fields.
A little bit.
He was chosen for you.
Oh, well, as most of us know, that's what happens when a woman touches your pee-pee.
Sometimes.
Allegedly.
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 I like how Tyler came back just to say, sometimes, like, and then he goes away.
If there were another path, one that led to freedom, would you tread it? Before I came here, I was in the Stormlands.
Oh, he's a romantic. I'm gonna throw up.
He's not, he's a fucking cock.
With their holds full of oranges and
Right, exactly.
I'm asking you to come with me.
Also, it's kind of a bad look for him to be the one to do this. It comes off a little desperate.
Dude, if this isn't the ultimate definition of incel, I don't know what is.
Right.
I mean, he was for a long time.
I mean, he's
celibate.
I mean, he got it. I mean, he got his thing wet, and he's been in his spare time. He's been thinking about her, eating cheese puffs, falling asleep, and waking up and wondering why his thing is orange.
Been there.
So he proposes.
I'm not wrong.
No.
Away from all of this. From the burdens and indignities of your inheritance, let us leave it all behind and see the world together. We will be nameless and free. Free to go where we like, to love as we like. In Essos.
Bro, you're asking me to give up all the power in the world.
In the world, yeah.
Not for the crown.
I am the crown.
And the fact that she's even contemplating this, even takes a moment to think about it. Like, I'm like, no, bruh, Queen.
Do you think
Queen.
I choose infamy in exchange for a bushel of oranges or a ship to a shy? It is my duty to marry a nobleman from a great house, and Selena will make a fine husband. Well, my
He's like, that bundle of sticks?
my marriage does not have to be the end.
Second place.
So Clifton, Rhaenyra and I have an understanding. I've granted him leave to pursue his own interests, and in turn he's granted me the same.
Why would you tell him this?
So you want me to be your whore?
Yes.
I
Yes.
want us to continue.
Well, she is
as
pretty
we
close to
stand
him.
With you as my small protector, my white knight.
I took an oath.
An oath that you were literally just about to break.
An oath of
Like in
Right,
in the book,
exactly.
the book there's a huge line. She's like, how can I take the word of someone that's going to break their vows while proposing to hold up another set of vows? It's like, how do I know that you're not going to treat marriage the exact same way as you did your vows to the watch?
And also, the vow you broke not to fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one.
that's kind of the whole enchilada right there.
Yeah.
Who
Like,
knows? You already had the whole enchilada.
Yeah.
So
He wants more.
So you broke one vow. Now you're proposing to break another vow, but you're gonna vow that you're gonna love me forever. As of right now, that's two. That's two L's, one W. You are still down an L.
You're the vow breaker.
What's up, Levitt?
That's what they'll call you.
Hey, love it. How's it
I
going?
love it. Yeah, it's
No honor.
It's like, bro, you're really stepping in on this one. Like you're kind of being like you just said, like, well, let's just run away together. That just fucks everything up. And then all of a sudden you want to be high and mighty.
Now you want to be noble about it. Yeah, you've got no honor. You've got no dignity. You've got no self-worth, and therefore you don't believe that she has any self-worth. You want her as a possession, plain and simple.
Right. And then we find out later on as someone gives it an accurate description of what Sir Cole really is. Later on in the episode.
Yeah, so he's talking about marriage.
Broken it. I've soiled my white cloak. It is the only thing I have to my fucking name.
Which you were about to just toss away.
You wanted to give up like it meant nothing a second ago.
That's right. Yeah, when you're talking about
right.
But now it's a problem.
So does it mean something or doesn't it?
Larger
Yeah.
anyone in my family. I'm gonna conquer, united, 7 kingdoms, and put them on a path. So Kristen.
I can't. This is. Fuck off.
He's a little weepy about it.
A little bit.
Such a bitch.
Can see that JV's not a huge fan.
JV is not, yeah.
No.
God, Stan Cole. My God, he boils my blood.
Neither is Grant, obviously.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him either. He really becomes just a fucking loser later on.
A putz. A putz.
Literally, like 10-15 minutes ago, we just reread his this exact scene from the books, and I forgot that he in the books that he wanted her to go away with him. And then the moment that she says, "Well, no, I can't do that," he instantly turns on her there and then.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
also too, this next scene, are you fucking retarded, dude? Are you just that retarded? Like you walk. No, him. He walks right in.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, again, he is not in his right. He's not in the right mind. He's I will save the term to when it gets announced. But he's all up in his feels.
Or rather, my father received an accounting of a lapse of morals that may have occurred.
And he's like, oh,
between.
And he's like, oh shit, it's me.
This is, of course, unthinkable
Again.
for me to question the virtue of the princess, whom I hold in highest regard. But I did, however,
He's
wonder
such a putz here.
Yeah, it was me.
Even if you're not in your quote right mind to blurt this out,
Don't admit to anything.
Yeah, I didn't do shit. I don't know shit. I didn't see shit. Like,
yeah.
How hard is that?
But he's a sissy little bitch that wants to get someone else into trouble. That's all it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And he is willing to say, and he's begging Alicent, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I did a naughty thing. I touched her boobies and I did things and she touched. Fuck off.
It's even worse in the books because he doesn't actually sleep with her at all. They never had a relationship.
Right.
Yeah, he's that much of an
Yeah,
incel still. Yeah.
Wow. So they actually gave him a slight bit of dignity where he gets to at least touch it.
rather lapses.
It happened, Your Grace.
Stupid ass. You are so...
The sin you allude to.
And she's like, oh.
I have committed it. At her instigation, it is true.
You dumbass.
She started it.
She tried to touch it first.
My oath has been broken.
Oh, God, dude.
I have dishonored myself.
Would you ever say any of this, knowing that they would probably kill you?
Well, actually, the proper crime isn't to be murdered; it's to be gelded, and then paraded around,
right,
until you die.
Okay, that sounds a lot worse. So
yes,
that's a lot worse.
Shut the fuck up. They didn't show up with guards. Yeah. Now, if they show up with guards and they're like, "Oh, there has been a lapse in morality," bro, you pull that sword and you start swinging. You might as well go out like a fucking champion.
Yeah.
But to this,
I have no consideration.
She's like, what?
But if...
What the fuck?
As a clement queen, you are inclined to pity, I would ask only this.
Please. Don't cut my dick off and my balls off.
Me and having me tortured, you would sentence me mercifully to death.
Mm.
Idiot. What are you doing?
Thank you for your honesty, Sir Clifton.
Oh, yeah. So, now, still, okay, now, again, Alicent's accusation was she fucked Daemon.
Mm-hmm.
That was the accusation. Well, was she lying? No.
Yeah, love it. Make me reek. Yeah, pretty much. Like, and he just... I mean, to willingly walk yourself into that pit of vipers, like, what is wrong with you?
A buzzsaw.
Remember what happened last time you were in the bed chambers of someone from the royal family? What happened? I wouldn't risk it again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. So Viserys isn't looking too good.
No.
I think he's sick.
He's doing a bad
You guys think?
He has lots of bad
days.
I don't know.
I was given to
What happens when the maesters are slowly killing you?
Because he's literally falling apart.
Yes. Well, because I believe even as far back as episode one of the maesters suggested to cauterize the wound just
to get rid of it, and the older one
kill the
said
thing
no.
right at the source. no. We're going to put leeches on him. We're going to put maggots and let it eat all the dead flesh away, so all the healthy flesh can grow back. And I'm just like, I'm like, how can someone of a man of science or a doctor? Apparently, they don't have the Hippocratic oath there, where it says "do no harm."
Well, not just that. If you partake in the Grand Maester conspiracy thing, you understand the reason why.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Of which I do. They want the Targaryens to die out
because I want to get rid of the dragons.
Also, at the same time,
yes.
There's an excellent example of why the Maesters aren't the greatest. Pycelle is an excellent example. So, yeah. Yeah. Ugh, that guy. So.
Yeah, but he bangs, so.
Yeah.
He bangs a lot.
He gets it on.
Oh, he gets it on, and then he puts his robes back on and opens the door, and he's like,
It's like I saw this in a Star Wars movie. Some guy named Yoda did it.
I have neither fought nor conquered, nor suffered any great difference.
So now Viserys is kind of contemplating his legacy, and that he hasn't done anything. He's not important. The history is not going to remember him. And Lionel's like, dude,
they certainly will.
Extended the peace, right? Oh yeah, they will.
Yeah.
But just to reassure that that you extended the peace that Jaehaerys fought to now achieve, and Lionel's like, I think that's a pretty good legacy,
Yeah, you don't want to remember the peacetime.
You maintained.
So, I mean, it's all the wartime ones you remember.
Well, I mean, there's the battle at the Stepstones that they did nothing towards. He could have gone in there.
Correct.
Maybe get your fat ass on another dragon.
Yeah. Or at least somebody send somebody who climbs up on a dragon willingly. Because then again, Daemon went on his own accord, like he was not told to go. If anything, he was actually, So, but all right, let's see some dragons. We covered the conversation.
That's right. So we're going to see. This is our first time seeing Melees, and our second time seeing Sea Smoke. Melees, the Red Queen. I'm just gonna say, I mean, ships are nice and all, but you arrive on a dragon. You are arriving in style. I'm just saying.
I'd rather arrive on a dragon. House Lannister with their Lord Jason Lannister, giant Deutsch bag.
that guy.
Fucking guy.
With their Lord Jason Lannister, Lord Paramount of the West, and Master of Casterly Rock. House Hightower, with their Lord Hobart Hightower, Beacon of the South, Defender of the Citadel, the voice.
And so we're at the wedding, where, again, what could go wrong?
Especially if your name's Joffrey. Like, I mean, what could go wrong at a wedding when your name's Joffrey?
Everybody loves a wedding.
Congratulations.
His name's Joffrey
Longmouth.
Thank you, Lord Jason.
Longmouth, yeah.
I could think of no better man than Selena.
He does stuff with that mouth, I'll tell you what.
This is only
That Longmouth, yes, the black guy.
That's why he gets
for the wedding. Oh, my daughter is the future queen. I wanted this to be a wedding for the histories.
Where is the queen? I had hoped to pay my respects.
I understand the queen is still readying herself for the celebrations.
This is why men wage war. Because a woman would never be ready for the battle in time.
He's got
It's funny because he's rich.
He's got jokes.
You're like, oomph. He's such an ass. He's obnoxious.
JB, that'd be a good one for that Joker laugh. The hee hee, ah ha ha, oh ho ho.
Yeah, pretty much. Even Viserys is like, all right, dude, whatever. Like, shut the hell up.
It's like she had to drag it. Shut up.
Your Grace.
Your claim to fame is that your family gets in debt and pays itself and pays people back. We are not the same.
Your Grace, Princess Rhaenyra.
Right.
Congratulations are in order. We are very honored to have you as a guest, Gerald. I must say, I was most distressed to hear of the Lady Rhea's tragic passing. I'm very sorry for your loss. Lady Rhea was a unique character. Her kind is not soon to be seen again.
If there is anything the Crown might do to aid House Royce or to...
Oh, gee. Someone just happens to walk in.
Champ is here.
Right. I'm sorry. Were you banished again?
Master of Driftmark, and his lady wife, Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, and their son and heir, Selena Velaryon. The
Velaryon, sorry.
Yeah.
That comes soon.
Yeah, everybody's clapping. It's great. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Surprised he didn't rock up in a wedding dress.
Oh, and of course, he brings his boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yes.
You know, I would probably advise not bringing your boyfriend to the ceremony of the wedding to your future wife. It's just an idea. Maybe you could stay back on the island. Be cool. Thanks, guys.
Probably.
Yeah.
At least pretend to be a waiter.
Want me to
carry
be
some
your whore?
drinks around or something.
Yeah. So we have two jaded. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. It's gonna get spicy now.
Okay. So Joffrey is not really jaded. He knows his role and he's fine with it.
Yeah, but he is. He
accepts it.
Yeah, but he is kind of a bitch. He's just a.
Well, he's an asshole.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I mean, well, if you're in the gay community, because I do have gay friends, they call him a bitch. You're just being a bitch. Stop it, bitch. You know, it's like when a gay guy gets overly a-hole-ish, they just like bitch, like going, yeah, it's so he's stirring a lot of pots. Oh, here comes trouble.
There he is.
Oh, David comes walking in. Yeah. Haven't you been banished twice?
Yeah. Just comes walking in grinning like a dick. And of course, Rhaenyra's got a shitty look on her face because he kind of left her high and dry in a brothel.
A little bit.
Without doing what she wanted him to do. And in that sense, he started it.
Oh, very much so.
Right.
It's just kind of funny that he started it, then didn't finish it, so she had to go find somebody else to start it with, and then now he's just being a big old freaking putz.
He just lost his wife. Leave him alone. Poor guy.
Oh, he's very sad about it.
He's absolutely bereft.
He's mourning.
He comes in with a shitty grin.
Exactly.
Welcome.
He has come home to get some comfort, some family loving. It's fine.
It's still fresh, but his wife's blood hasn't even dried off his hands yet.
Oldest and fiercest ally,
Right.
House Velaryon.
I don't even think it's been cleaned off the
Reaching
ground
back to
where
the
she.
days of
Yeah, it's still
Valyrian.
on the rock. It hasn't even been
The
cleaned off
Age
the
of
rock.
Dragons.
I don't know why you think he had anything to do with it.
House
He just gave her a
Targaryen
nice rock pillow. That's all we saw. We didn't see her do anything.
Exactly.
Rock pillow.
Yeah.
Maybe she was needing something to prop open a door.
He knows.
And he was like, hey,
Exactly.
hold the door open. Yeah.
I mean,
You know,
it's not Damon's fault. She has no backbone and just can't stand up.
What can I say? Damon's a really good lover. He definitely blew her back out.
oh God. Getting fucked up at this point. Too soon.
I love the show.
Yeah. And here comes Alicent.
And this is making a declaration. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Grant. But is this supposed to like take the place of that tournament?
Yes.
Where
okay.
Yeah,
this was the tournament where they had the melee, which was
explain.
Yeah. So they to celebrate the wedding and everything, they have a melee. So fighting competition as all knights tend to do, and Rhaenyra dressed in her red and black garb and everything like that to the to the melee, and Alicent dressed in green and gold. And because there were such striking colors, that's how it just became the euphemism around the castle and everything. Oh, whenever we're talking about something that's pro Hightower and Alicent, it was Team Green. It was the Greens doing it, then it was the Blacks doing it, sort of thing. And also, what happens here in a minute with Joffrey makes more sense in that one because they were actually in a tournament versus
Just which we're gonna get there pretty quick.
Yeah.
The king will not be happy, right in the midst of his speech.
The beacon on the high tower. Do you know what color it glows when Old Town calls its banners to war?
Green.
He's like, yeah, dumbass, I do. Like,
okay, well, Harwin's not exactly the brains of the operation. He's definitely the brawn. His name is Breakbones. His his name is Breakbones.
And we did that look, bro.
Ooh, that's cold. That is. If you weren't uncomfortable by the walk-in, the taking all eyes, and congratulations, stepdaughter. Fuck off. No. That's bad.
Yeah.
The joining of the two houses, Your Grace.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh, it's Biden. Line.
Oh, that's funny.
I know. That's why I said it.
With House Targaryen and House Velaryon united, I hope to herald in a second age of dragons in Westeros. And after tonight's small affair, 7 days of tournament and feasting. And at the end of it all, a royal wedding between my daughter, my heir, your future queen, and Rhaenyra Velaryon, the heir to Driftmark.
So why did they skip all the festivities and stuff and just go straight to the wedding?
You'll find out why.
Because of what happens at the little dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Do we want to
basically.
jump to that? Do we care about the speech?
No, no one cares.
No, but we should at least, see what Daemon, when Lord Royce confronts Daemon.
Yes, yes, we should.
He's
Yeah,
absolutely
no.
correct.
Yes.
And yeah.
Yes, terrible thing. But now that you mention it,
right. Oh yeah. So, well, and this also, because people, at least the way they describe, the way like the High Towers and the Maesters would describe Daemon. He's a loose cannon. He is impulsive, which he is, but he's also very calculated. He's also very smart.
Calculated, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And here's the moment where it really starts to fall apart.
In the Vale, men are made to answer for their crimes.
Oh, what crime are you
Even
talking about?
Targaryens.
Who are you?
And he's looking.
Sir Gerald Royce.
Okay, and again, Daemon goes right back to what he knows. He's like, I don't. You're accusing me of what? You might want to give me a little more context here, so I know what I'm being accused of. Because depending on the day, it could be a dozen things.
Yeah.
And Daemon being Daemon never admits to anything.
Yeah.
Well, because he did it when Viserys had him dragged in front of him, thinking that he had, slept with Rhaenyra, and he's like going, he's like, I'm nursing a massive. You're gonna have to help me out here. Like,
thank God for this cold concrete floor.
Yeah. So like he's even like that with his own brother.
Yeah.
I am cousin to your late lady wife.
Ah, yes. Terrible thing.
Oh, yes.
I'm positively bereft. Such a tragic accident.
You know better than anyone. It was no accident.
Are you confessing some guilt, Sir Gerald?
I am making an accusation.
You know, in King's Landing, men are made to answer for their slanders. Even old bronze cunts like you. The truth is, I'm glad you've come. I wish to speak to you about my inheritance.
What inheritance?
Lady Rhaenyra and I had no heirs. As her husband, whatever she was due, now passes to me. She stood to inherit all of Runestone. Did she not? After my niece's wedding, I plan to fly to the Eyrie and petition Lady Jane myself. Perhaps I'll see you there, Sir Gerald.
I'll see you then.
Yeah.
How you doing? Go sit down.
Oh, that Daemon. Sneaky little butthole.
To Viserys' faces, he's like, bro, what the fuck? He's like, God damn it.
And Daemon's like, what? I didn't do anything.
He's like, I don't. What are you talking about? It gets a little more tense as Daemon decides.
So we have Joffrey and Rhaenyra, and Joffrey's scanning the room, and he figures it out, and he figures out that Sir Criston Cole is, as Joffrey said it, cunt drunk on Rhaenyra.
Yeah, well, he's also the one who has probably the most sour look on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yeah, so he says, I know who it is.
The handsome parable.
Oh.
Sir Criston Cole. Our sworn protector.
Look at him. The man is fully cunt-struck.
Well, our Targaryen prince, the dashing knight and a dragon rider. You appear to be every young maiden's dream.
So now we have Lady Laena.
I believe Sir Clifton has
and
bloodied
Daemon
my
are like, hey,
bridesmaid in
so you want to have a little fun after this is all over? Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm.
This is a good thing. She knows your secret. And now you know hers.
He's such a bitch.
And so
This is a pretty sweet
Joffrey
dance,
goes
by the way.
over. And
Do
so
this next time I go
then
to the club.
Joffrey goes over just to explain to Cole, like, bro, we're on the same team here.
Mm-hmm.
We're all gonna. This is gonna work out just fine. You're a secret. I'm a secret. As long as we work together, we're gonna make this thing work, and it's gonna be great.
And if
Cole
I can
then
figure it
loses
out
his
after
shit.
meeting you for the first time, everyone else can. So buck up.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Throw a
he
smile out there every now and then.
he not only loses his shit. I'll show what happens.
They make a handsome match, don't they?
What?
With the princess and Sir Lionel.
And then right before all the shit hits the fan, you got Daemon who interrupts the dance between Rhaenyra and Sir Harwin, and they start talking, and she again calls his bluff, and she's like, "Do it, come on, do it. Don't toy around with me. You want this, I want this. This is what we really want. Do it. Do something about it."
Yeah, no, she even at this age, because again, she has not yet turned 18. She's only 17. She's still like, she's like, do it, fucker.
Sir Lionel is quite dear to me. As I know, the princess is to you. And we should swear to each other to guard them and their secrets. Because if those are kept safe,
we're gonna make this work, pal.
And so are we all.
Very much, bro.
Yeah.
Pound this right here. We're good.
Pound it.
Joffrey's actually being.
I think he was already doing that.
Joffrey is actually being reasonable here.
He is.
I mean, he's a pompous ass.
Oh yeah, he's
a pompous
an ass.
ass. But this is practicality. They both have secrets. You work on your end. I'll work on my
You
end.
work on your end, I'll work
No
on
one-
my end, and maybe one day we can work on each other's end.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See what happens when the ends meet.
Of course, my prince.
He's doing a terrible job at cutting, by the way.
I know.
I know. He's
not even.
He's having a bad.
God.
He's
You have servants
having a
there.
time.
You have them cut your food if you're not going to take it seriously.
So they're speaking Valerian. He says
because again, this is smart of them because you're not going to speak the common tongue amongst people who speak and understand the common tongue. If you want to say this shit, you're going to speak in a language that no one else knows.
Wait, so you're not going to do that at the back of a fucking boat that's occupied by a bunch of fucking people to possibly overhear that crap? That's
No, they
one
did
thing.
that 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's one thing I had a huge problem with is that they did that at the back of the boat where there would be hands all over that boat, and it's like going, you never know who's going to fucking hear that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they had this big 10-minute conversation to where he acted like a putt. Anyway, so see, he's this is not for you. Rhaenyra's a good man, a fine knight. He will bore you senseless.
But he had the big wank, she says.
And she kind of throws it back in his face. She says, marriage is only a political arrangement, I hear. And that's something he said to her.
Yep.
Right.
He says, mine was recently dissolved. Motherfucker.
Conveniently.
Yeah. She says, so take me then. Has this not been your purpose?
Sila você usando mi wixa. No pokepo miseri robacas.
Hey.
She's calling his bluff.
Yeah, she says, cut through my father's Kingsguard, and she's like, take me to Dragonstone and make me your wife.
Hey.
Go. Hey.
Unumakas, sia brasilis ohis, sagon unatsahas.
And Viserys is like, what? What the fuck? What's going on here?
Hey.
And then we hear, and then Kristen Cole decides to lose his shit.
Yes.
And then we get to see, and then in the scrum, we get to see Harwin kind of in action because Lionel just kind of looks at him and just gives a nod, and Harwin's like, "All right, let's go to work."
Yep, let's do it.
Literally just throwing people.
He is the strongest man in the realm.
Like the mountain.
Yeah.
Mountain's not alive yet, so Mountain's not even a hill yet.
No.
So Viserys finally sees this and probably catches a fucking hint that, sorry, dude, like going, it's kind of a two-way street on this one, and you're and so, but anyway, yeah, I think this whole interaction sends everything sends Cole over the edge.
Now he doesn't just subdue Joffrey. He caves his skull in.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things that really annoyed me about this series.
Mr. Grant, what?
This is one of the things that really annoyed me about the series that they did, because up until now I've found it's been pretty damn good. This makes zero sense for him to do it, two to have no consequences about it. Like,
yeah.
Okay. So because
you just
normally
kill the personal guard of the guy who's getting married to the queen.
Right. So correct me if I'm wrong. He is stripped of his cloak and taken to the headsman immediately.
Pretty much.
He would be arrested immediately.
Yeah, he'd be arrested. He'd be tried, found guilty because he did it.
And he did it in front of a room full of 100 people, 200 people.
Oh, way more than that.
So it's
basically
because in the story they were fighting in the melee, and he was very rough with him because he's a knight as well.
Right.
And severely injures him, but he doesn't die for 6 days.
Okay.
He dies of his injuries later on.
So they just kind of sped up the process here.
They sped up the process, but they did it in a way that didn't make any sense.
So
right.
Here's the shot of Kristen caving in Joffrey's skull. And of course, Laenor steps in because he's like, oh, that's my boyfriend, and throws him to the side. And then all of a sudden, Kristen punches Laenor just right in the face in front of everybody.
That's the air regent right there that you just did that to, like the guy who will be king.
Yeah.
The king consort.
Technically, the rightful heir at this stage, because if they did the thing with the Council of 101, this would be his ascension essentially.
Right.
So Joffrey pulls a knife, and Kristen continues to beat the holy shit out of him. You could have even possibly maybe tried to play it off that he had a knife, so I had to stop him. But when you didn't just subdue him, again, you beat his brains in legitimately, like you caved his skull in.
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody's screaming still. They're still fighting.
Stop this! Where's Rhaenyra?
Give a look. Boom, Harwin goes to work.
Yeah.
Right
there, he's like, all right, here we go.
Go to work.
Sorry guys, I've got to take off.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy.
Later. Oh, really quick. really quick. So, Mr. Grant, the very last image, the very last thing we see in this episode, are we foreshadowing someone or two people we're going to see in episode 1 of season 2?
Are you talking about something that involves some sort of dairy product and some internal fluid inside of a body?
Yes.
Yeah, episode 2. That's what the title of episode 2 is called. So, yep.
Y'all are gonna have to explain to me when we get there because
That was cryptic as hell, man.
I will.
So I can't show it because
two of my favorite people. They play a game called Sophie's Choice. So,
yes,
and he's out.
Well, I mean, it's
leaving on a cliffhanger
for him.
So basically, long story short, everyone's cleared out of the hall. So Kristen Cole decides, I have no honor anymore. I've murdered someone. I must kill myself. I must perform seppuku. Allison's like, oh, no. You're working for me now. I'm going to pardon you, and you're going to work for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and then we have a shotgun wedding.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we have a
dad passing out.
Yes.
Yes, and Dad has a moment.
Yes.
Happens in every Vegas wedding.
After he saw his lover get his brains beat in, let's get married.
Yeah. And then if you go to the very last image, I'll explain who this is.
Talking about the rat drinking the blood?
Foreshadowing.
Okay, so Viserys just fainted.
Okay, you said like dairy stuff. I don't get that.
Okay, I'm gonna let this. So I'm gonna show the just show the image really quick
of the mouse eating the blood.
The rat and the blood.
Okay.
Yes, the rat and the blood. Okay, this is the foreshadowing of two characters known as Blood and Cheese. Blood is a member of the Blood is one of the strongest, most aggressive members of the City Watch, still loyal to Daemon. Cheese is the name of the rat catcher of the Red Keep. Daemon employs these two after hearing about Lucerys's death, and when Daemon says a son for a son, Blood and Cheese murder King Aegon's eldest son.
Damn.
Interesting.
All right. Well,
little foreshadowing there.
I would have never ever have caught that. Since I
just assumed there are rats around.
Well, no, that's that's a fun foreshadowing though. Because holy shit, it's so
we're halfway through the season.
Halfway through, and as we gathered, we have about 5 to 6 weeks.
Whoa, we're halfway
around there. Yeah,
we're kind of on the edge of oblivion here. We're cruising. That being said, so that was again nothing ever bad happens at a wedding. Said nobody in Game of Thrones ever.
In Westeros ever.
Yeah.
All right. So let's wrap it up. Tyler, what you got going on?
I don't think I have anything come up in the near future, but probably be here next week to watch some more Thrones. Or Dragon, not Thrones.
Yes.
There's Thrones.
Thrones and Dragons.
Thrones and Dragons. All right. And Mr. JV, we got a show coming up on Wednesday night.
Yes, we do. Wednesday night is overbooked, but we will be talking about the results of the WWE draft and the upcoming premium live event.
It's a pay-per-view.
Backlash.
It's not a pay-per-view.
And it's a premium live event, dude. They have not been on a pay-per-view model for over 5 years.
Pay-per-view sounds better.
Get your facts straight.
Pay-per-view.
I still kind of call it pay-per-view too because it's what it's.
Premium live event is a stupid name. Pay-per-view is better.
I mean, it's
because you're dinosaurs.
We're all dinosaurs. What are you talking about?
I'm up to date on my wrestling. And then you can also catch me. I will be doing. That's right. That's right. And then Wednesday, I will also be dropping the after the draft the video in the morning, talking about who I think is the most immediate threats to all WWE champions from all three brands. Friday, I will be making my January 1st, 2025, who will be the champions for Raw and SmackDown. I'm making these predictions way too early. And then Friday, you can also catch me simulcasting from the weekly Rogues Gallery hosted by Iron Oxide. So yeah, and this is his channel. No one really cares about, but no one cares about him. So I get to say goodbye, folks. For one, chat, you're amazing. Keep it up. Keep talking. And until we see you next time, toodles.